Hey, what's going on today, guys? Welcome to my channel, where we post daily of the most quality, exciting, engaging top 10 videos. If you like the video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and drop a comment. Hit the bell so you won't miss another one of my top 10 videos. Hope to see you guests on my next video. Now enjoy today's first ever video. Today, we're going to talk about the top 10 most richest females in the world and see how they're sitting on mountains of billions of dollars. Coming in at the number one spot, we got Julia Knox and family, worth a whopping $56 billion. Well, actually, the number one spot should be her mother, Maggie Hardy Knox and Joe Hardy. Maggie Hardy Knox, formerly Maggie McGurko, is the owner of 84 Lumber, one of the largest privately held building materials suppliers in the United States. Knox's father, Joe Hardy, founded the now $3.86 billion 2018 sales company in 1956 in the rural Pennsylvania town of 84. Knox, one of Hardy's 4 children, took over the company in 1992, when she was only 26 years old. In 1993, the company's sales surpassed $1 billion. During the 2009 recession, 84 Lumber took a hit, and Knox closed half of its 500 stores. Today, the company has nearly 250 locations in 30 states. She also owns a resort in rural Pennsylvania that was inspired by the Ritz in Paris and houses vintage planes and a piece of art. In at the number 2 spot, holding Alice Walton, only daughter of Sam Walton, founder of your neighborhood shopping store, Walmart. She's chosen to curate art rather than work for Walmart like her brothers Rob and Jim. In her hometown of Bentonville, Arkansas, Alice Walton, she opened her own museum, the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art, in 2011. Andy Warhol, Norman Rockwell, and Mark Rothko are among the artists represented at Crystal Bridges. Walton's Holistic Health Institute in Bentonville, Arkansas, was renamed the Alice L. Walton School of Medicine in 2022. The third musketeer we have in this spot is Mackenzie Scott, net worth of $37.7 billion. Now, you're not going to guess how she came up on a check like this. The easiest bag she's ever made. Mackenzie Scott is a philanthropist, author, and the 25-year ex-wife of Amazon founder, you guessed it, Jeff Bezos. She received a 25% stake in the online retailer as part of their 2019 divorce settlement. Jeff Bezos' left eye just got a little lazier. In May 2019, she signed the Giving Pledge, promising to give away at least half of her wealth over her lifetime. Shortly after announcing the terms of her divorce on Twitter, Scott has detailed how she gave away $14.4 billion to nearly 1,600 nonprofits between July 2020 and November 2022. Scott practices no-strings-attached giving, in which the nonprofits to which she donates have complete control over how the new funds are spent. With the number 4 spot, Jacqueline Mars with a net worth of $37 billion, Jacqueline Mars owns her own planet, roughly 1/3 of Mars, the world's largest candy maker, which her grandfather founded. She worked for the company for nearly 20 years and was a member of the board of directors until 2016. Her son, Stephen Badger, serves on the board of directors of Mars. Mars is a board member of the National Archives and previously served on the board of the Washington National Opera. Her late brother Forrest Jr. owns an estimated 1/3 of Mars, as does her brother John. The remainder is owned by 4 daughters. We could say generational wealth will be generational wealth of candy and money, everything a kid could want. Number 5. Miriam Adelson, net worth of $26.4 billion. Miriam Adelson is the widow of Sheldon Adelson, the former CEO and chairman of Las Vegas Sands, who died in January 2021 at the age of 87. She now owns more than half of the gambling empire, which is listed on the New York Stock Exchange and has casinos in Singapore and Macau. Miriam and Sheldon Adelson, GOP megadonors, contributed $180 million to Republican campaigns and political action committees like Donald Trump's campaign in 2020. She was born in Israel and went on to become a medical doctor specializing in addiction. Las Vegas Sands will sell its assets on the Vegas Strip, the Venetian Resort, and the Sands Expo and Convention Center to Apollo Global and VC Properties for $6.25 billion in February 2022. I guess you could say she gambled so much change to win billions back. Number 6 with Abigail Johnson, net worth of $20.6 billion, working in money management. Abigail Johnson has been the CEO of Fidelity Investments since 2014, when she succeeded her father and chairman since 2016. Edward Johnson II, her grandfather, founded the Boston-based mutual fund Behemoth in 1946. She owns an estimated 24.5% of the firm, which manages $3.7 trillion in assets. Johnson has embraced cryptocurrencies, and Fidelity launched a platform in 2018 that enables institutional investors to trade Bitcoin and Ether. She interned at Fidelity during her college years and joined full-time as an analyst in 1988 after earning a Harvard MBA. Number 7. Diane Hendricks. She's worth a nice even $13 billion. Diane sits on the chair of ABC Supply, one of America's largest wholesale distributors of roofing, siding, and windows. In 1982, Hendricks co-founded the company with her late husband, Ken, in Beloit, Wisconsin. She has been in charge since his death in 2007. She oversaw ABC's two largest acquisitions, rival Bradco in 2010 and building materials distributor L&W Supply in 2016. The company has nearly 800 branch locations and expects to earn nearly $15 billion in revenue in 2021. But with everything going on the world stage, she stooped down a couple steps down to $13 billion, but still holds her title spot. Hendricks worked for a builder before meeting Ken, a roofer. She spent millions of dollars on local economic development, rebuilding entire blocks in Beloit and attracting a number of new businesses to the state. Coming in at the number 8 spot is my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss another one of my videos, as that would help very much. Now, back to the number 7 spot. Lorene Powell Jobs. She's worth about $12.6 billion. Well, with her skill of inheritance, she inherited her fortune through mostly shares of Apple and Walt Disney. Her late husband, Apple co-founder Steve Jobs, who died in 2011, left her a fortune, mostly through shares in Walt Disney and Apple. Powell Jobs is the founder and president of the Emerson Collective, a grant-making and impact investing firm dedicated to issues such as education, immigration, health, and the environment. Powell Jobs bought The Atlantic in 2017 and has also invested in Axios, ProPublica, The Athletic, and the Committee to Protect Journalists, among others. She owns a minority stake in Monumental Sports, the parent company of the NBA's Wizards, NHL's Capitals, and WNBA's Mystics, and will invest in the WNBA's first-ever capital raise in 2022. Coming in at the 9th inning of today's video is Christy Walton, net worth of about $10 billion. Another one of the Waltons. Christy Walton married into the world's wealthiest family, Walmart's Walton clan. When her husband, John Walton, died in a plane crash in 2005, she inherited a stake in the retailer. Christy received roughly 1/6 of her husband's estate, while her son, Lucas Walton, received roughly 1/3. She was a major supporter of the Lincoln Project, an anti-Trump super PAC that ran ads in key battleground states during the 2020 election. In Jackson, Wyoming, where she moved, she lives a very private life. After battling against the mean tweeting orange man, I could see why she would go out to live a private life. With the last number 10 spot, we got Mareike Mars, another one of the Mars family, still worth a whopping inheriting $9.3 billion. Mareike Mars and her 3 sisters are the heirs to Mars Incorporated, the family's massive candy and pet food corporation. When their father, Forrest Mars Jr., died in 2016, each of the 4 sisters inherited an estimated 8% stake in the company. Frank Mars, her great-grandfather, founded the candy company in 1911. Mars sits on the board of directors of the company. Mars is best known for its candy brands such as Milky Way, Dove, and Skittles, but it also produces Ben's Original Rice and pet food such as Pedigree and Whiskas. Now that's generational wealth with the Mars and Walton family. Thank you for watching and staying till the end. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and drop a comment for more top 10 videos. Until next time.